You want to just go? No, I don't go. Well, not live yet. That Cooks? Is that Cooks?
Did he catch it? Oh, I can't see.
Yeah, watch it. Do I have it here?
Oh, yeah, that is Cooks.
So we're currently streaming the game right now, the Monday Night Football of the Rams and Chiefs. Super Bowl preview? I know we kind of talked about this, but do you legitimately think this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do.
I hope it's not.
I do.
I think the Chiefs are not going to clutch
The Rams are a popular team.
Chiefs are the most overrated team right now.
A lot of people, a lot of NFL fans, they want to see two teams make. They want to see the Rams, and I think the Saints and the Chiefs.
Yeah,
those are the three teams I think everyone, like just casual NFL fans, I think that's the Super Bowl they would want to see, just because they have superstars on their team and they're fun to watch.
We talked about this last week, kind of too.
There's nothing wrong with that either, because I mean, the NFL, like, just because you're a football fan, like, you can't give people hate that like watching it and I mean. There is bandwagoners, but there is,
especially
but like,
with the Rams.
You can't,
most of them, most of them.
But I'd say you can't give people hate for just liking to watch a football team that's fun to watch.
No, I know. I agree with that. Who do you have winning
tonight? I have the Chiefs winning tonight.
All right, I got the.
I
got the Rams, and if the Chargers didn't freaking blow it, they'd be tied for first place. But now they got to play catch up. And hope the Chiefs lose a couple other games, which I don't know because their schedule's light.
Well, the Chargers are gonna finish.
I have KC losing.
You said 13-3, right? Beginning of the season.
Yeah, that's my bold prediction. They blew it. Yeah. But I think this was a matchup of MVPs on both sides of offense, including Mahomes and Gurley. I always am a fan of Gurley, especially. It's a quarterback-driven league with MVPs, but I think that. If a running back hits 2,000 and gets close, like I said last week, to that 24...
2,000 rushing yards?
Oh, no, sorry.
Scrimmage yards.
Scrimmage yards, excuse me.
I mean, a lot of people have done that, though.
Well, okay. So,
a lot of people
I think he's at 13 or 14. So
I'm sure you'll get it. That's surprising.
Okay, but if he gets 20-plus touchdowns, I think he has been consideration, just because that's super cool, and I think it's something that...
And if he gets 20-plus touchdowns?
Yeah, and it's a quarterback-driven league where anyone can probably go out and throw... Nick Foles threw 6 touchdowns once, like...
In a game.
And Matt Flynn did, like anyone could.
In a game.
Yeah, in a game.
But that's season-wise. That's what you want.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. I think the Chiefs are one of the more overrated teams right now. I think the Chiefs are, and I think
the Chiefs are good.
I think the Chiefs are they're good. I think they're overrated.
And their defense is heading in the right direction.
I think the Steelers are.
Other than like the Rams.
Yeah. I just think what Sean McVay has established in LA is pretty hard to. Oh, he dropped that.
I don't know. I feel like his presence is pretty good.
All right. Well, we'll see. He's
a young guy. It's a young team.
Big thing I want to talk about, because we were talking about James Conner last week. You're a big Le'Veon Bell fan.
Yeah.
What goes on with that? And obviously he didn't show up. We said he was going to show up. I said he's going to play.
I thought he was going to show up. I didn't think he would do it. That's crazy.
Now, does that
play?
That's
never been done.
I feel like, okay, there's a couple opinions on the side.
Wrong Woods.
Wrong Woods.
I'm facing him in some league, dude.
Damn. I was just trying to trade for him.
They came out hot. Okay.
You got Pat Mahomes. Watch. It's gonna be a low-scoring game or like a 50.
No, it's not. It's gonna be this is what it's gonna be. I think this is what you were about to say too. But that's what I said as well. I say it's either gonna be like a 40 to 30 some game, or 50 to 40 some type game, or just like a 21-17 or like a 18 or like some weird score, like 17-10 or something stupid like that. I'd be bummed.
That's a good pass.
Because I really want to see a lot of offense.
Yeah, you always like offense. I hate when people are like, it's a good game. It was 6-3. Like, that was pretty lame.
There's some games.
I know.
I feel like it has to at least be like 2010 maybe, or like 2017 to be like a really really good game. Just that, I mean, now it's considered.
Donald Brown. I just picked up him.
Missed that? He missed the extra point.
Oh, sick! I have him. All right. So let's talk about Le'Veon Bell. Now, I think this damages the locker rooms going forward. That's just my opinion.
You think it damages the locker room?
Not his locker room, the Steelers, because he's long gone. He's made his way out of Pittsburgh.
I don't know. I feel like they moved on.
But there's a couple sides to this. I think that whoever signs him, the Jets, Indianapolis, whoever it may be, some players might think, oh, he plays for himself. But I think that's a good thing. I'm not a big fan of...
Would you say that with Darrelle Revis as well? Because that's a similar situation. Not to the point where Darrelle Revis has left. I mean, he got traded the first time, and then after Tampa Bay, which I don't blame him, he wants to be on a winning team, and Tampa Bay wasn't a winning team. Still isn't really right now, but...
They paid him.
They did pay him, which is what he wanted,
but
which is what he deserves because he was the best at his
Le'Veon Bell has had all those touches. He's a running back. Corners are a little different because corners are skills. And I'm not saying running backs are, but they're getting beat up and getting hit every other play at least. Especially a guy of that caliber. Like,
yeah, and he has had injuries.
I'm gonna quote Ryan what he told me at the bar today. He goes, quote, pay the man.
Today?
No, this week. He goes, pay the man. Pay the goddamn money that he deserves. And if he comes out and shits a brick, that's his fault. If he comes out and proves that he can ball up,
wants to do it, that's I don't. The Steelers had no. They couldn't do it. They can't give him that.
I know they can't. But I think
even after James Conner produces. I mean, stat wise, produces more than him. But Le'Veon, I mean, he's been. You can't say he hasn't been good.
No, I'm not saying
that's why he's one of the best players in the NFL.
Yeah, no, he's a great running back.
What's funny too is James Conner. It's weird. James Conner, he puts up bigger numbers than Le'Veon, but I don't think he's in the conversation for top 10 players this year.
James Conner? No. James.
Which is weird because last year, I mean, a lot of more people are players this year.
I mean, that offense is pretty. Offense is pretty.
There hasn't been really big, significant injuries like last year. How many people got hurt?
Yeah.
This year, it's way more mellow. I mean, there's still people getting hurt, which sucks. Like Cooper Kupp and all these other guys, but.
So LeBron going back to Cleveland or something? Ooh, Lakers Cavs this Wednesday.
That's one of their two nationally televised games. Are they both against the Lakers? The two national televised games for the Cavs.
Wow, that's crazy. That's pretty good. That's definitely a good one. But going back to Le'Veon Bell, I think that he should. I think he deserves the money if he comes out and he doesn't play how he says he's gonna play. Yeah, he's a baller.
He'll get it from someone.
He's a straight baller.
He'll get it from the Niners.
Watch him go to the Colts and Andrew Luck finally have a good running back.
Oh my God, if he goes on the Colts are a contender, bro. Yeah. I think they're a contender right now if they can sneak in somehow.
No, I like what Andrew Luck's been doing. He's slinging
good.
The arm's fine. Arm's 100% fine. He threw like a 60-yard shoulder. He threw a 60-yard bomb to T.Y. Hilton this weekend.
Yeah, thank God. Oh, dude, wait. Yeah. You know, it was like seeing him as my fantasy quarterback.
Yeah.
He couldn't. They put Jacoby Brissett in to throw the Hail Mary from 50 yards.
That was the beginning of the year.
How scary that
is. A lot of rust. Yeah.
I was like, great. Quarterback's arms just.
So that's our next topic is fantasy football. Trade deadline. Making any moves? I know I
might trade for Patrick Mahomes. I gotta see if tonight.
I traded for DJ. I gave up James White. I know we talked about this, but I'm a little skeptical about.
Who'd you trade him to?
Shane Fedak, waiver wire wizard, L for you.
So the worst team in the league.
But I'm just hoping that this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. James White is basically DJ of 2016. He's producing.
Who is?
James White is basically the PPR DJ of 2016. He's producing. No. He's producing very well.
Dude,
that guy's averaging at least 20 points. I mean,
David Johnson was dropping 30 points a game.
But the reason why I traded James White was because.
I would say he's comparable. The James White this year, he's comparable to let's see, what's a good example?
I don't know,
like a Devontae Freeman.
Yeah, a good Duke
Johnson,
Devontae
Freeman in his prime.
I know he doesn't rush, but
points.
I think James White, and I don't think Shane knew this, that Rex Burkhead's coming back week 13.
Dude, he's gonna. What if
Sony's coming back? The trade already went through.
Oh,
Goes through tonight.
He probably knows.
Yeah, I mean, when you're and I've been called. It's like, hey, why are you taking advantage of the crap teams? Like, you have to. Their morale's down. They're not gonna make anything. They just want to get a couple wins. So you got to go after those guys.
That's not how I think. I don't. Just because my team's not good doesn't mean my morale's down. I'm still gonna try to win.
Yeah.
I feel that from some other people.
But
it's just terrible.
I don't know. I was kind of called out a little bit for it, but it's like if they're down for it, I'm not forcing you. I'm not breaking your wrist to do it. They're. All right. I'm not forcing you.
Good year.
What?
Sammy Watkins having a good year. I didn't know that. Weird.
All right. Who's your MVP of fantasy football right now? You can either be on your team or just in
general.
In general.
Todd Gurley.
Yes, that's exactly what I've written down.
Yeah, that's simple math.
Yeah. Todd Gurley. I think Melvin Gordon's underrated as a fantasy football player and
Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara. I think Melvin Gordon's. I think he's on pace to break a lot of records. But
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Saquon Barkley. Yeah. Mike Evans when he has those good games, but he has those little duds.
I would say Tyreek Hill is a better wide receiver than Mike Evans in fantasy. I would say that.
Yeah, because he's explosive as heck. They're talking about him right now. Not Sammy. I think that Phillip Rivers and Melvin Gordon, even though they got upset against the stupid Broncos, are not getting the recognition they need.
Bro.
Oh yeah, Philip Lindsay's. That's like he's not the Alvin Kamara, but he's like one of those like free agent pickups that you could just.
He's like if I get to compare him to one running back, who would I compare him to?
Alvin Kamara?
Like, no, he's
like a Sproles just on steroids. He's freaking great at catching, great at rushing, like all that stuff.
Who would I compare him to?
Yeah, we got 5 minutes on this one.
Whatever. Let's just move on. I'm not gonna remember.
Lowest LVP in fantasy. Who's the least valuable player in fantasy football right now?
Like overrated or in like drafted wise, just like on the year.
Both. I have a list of 3.
Or just like someone.
I have a list of 3. Can you guess the 3 I wrote down?
Derrick Henry. That's one.
Oh no! I didn't have him. I didn't have him. No, I forgot about. Cause I was so pissed off at him that I didn't even have him in there.
Let's see.
They're all running backs.
Zeke?
No, Zeke's been balling.
I know he's been balling, but at the beginning of the year he wasn't doing that well.
Okay, I'll just tell you.
Okay, no, don't tell me.
We talked about him earlier. Is one of them. Talked about him just shortly ago. One of my lowest valuable players. Least valuable.
Jordan Howard?
No, he has not been performing though.
Okay, just tell me.
Le'Veon Bell.
Obviously.
Dalvin Cooks. Leonard Fournette.
Okay, but
Dalvin Cook, if you draft him in the first round, I feel sorry for you because he has had one good game. He has had one good game.
I mean, he's had solid games.
Yeah, but not great games. Like
But he's also been hurt. He's missed a couple games.
I know.
And same with Leonard Fournette. And the games he has been healthy, he has produced.
20 plus points.
And then
PPR.
Le'Veon Bell obviously hasn't played. I would agree.
Okay.
But still, yeah. I would agree with your list.
Let's just talk fantasy for this last 4, and then I have hot takes to talk about, and then the quiz.
Okay, I want that. I remember.
Do you have any Bobby Boucher plays of the game?
I can't think of anything. I don't know. I didn't really watch that closely.
I will say that the Chargers. I would say another Bobby Boucher moment of the weekend. I didn't watch too many games, but the Chargers, Phillip Rivers. You had the ball, it's 3rd down. Why the heck would you throw it away? Take the sack, drill the clock down, and then give him a less chance. And then Case Keenum of all people goes down the field and scores a freaking. and you know the worst thing is that we missed an extra point, and it would have been 23-23.
I saw that. I called that too. I was watching.
He misses one, and it becomes the goddamn kicking or special teams is the Achilles heel.
Travis Kelce? Oh, he dropped it.
Is an Achilles heel for the Chargers. It's frustrating, but they're 2 games ahead for the 5th seed. They have to look out for the Ravens.
They're going to be in the playoffs.
But wouldn't you rather? Their home field advantage isn't being home field. So it doesn't matter. But
I think they'll play better on the road.
I don't want them to go to Pittsburgh.
I think they'll beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, bro. If the Chargers go on a little hot streak,
they go to Pittsburgh this year in the regular season.
Okay, then that's a good. New England goes to Pittsburgh soon too.
They went 3-0. Did they go 3-0 or they get a first down?
I think they went 3-0. Or no, I think they got 1 first down.
Okay. Well, what do you? Let's talk about fantasy. Talk to me. You got 3 minutes on this one.
I don't know. Wait, what are we talking about?
I was just talking about.
Valuable?
I don't know. Were you making any moves? Are you?
Oh yeah, I might trade for Patrick Mahomes tonight.
How you position in fantasy football? I know you in Fox River. You've been stepping up after 0-7 or 0-6.
0-6.
0-6 start.
I went 0-6. That's the league that you probably care about most. Is the one that I'm in with you. So. Well, yeah. I'll talk about that one, I guess.
But, yeah, sure.
I started 0-6, and then I made trades like a little bit before, and I'm still in playoff contention, but I've won 4 out of my last 5. And I don't know, I could still make it, but my team's pretty solid, I'd say.
Gotta have a couple things happening.
Traded away OBJ to him. I traded away OBJ.
I
traded away OBJ.
Screw Eli, man.
Who else I traded? Benjamin Watson. No, I traded you Benjamin Watson.
I dropped Benjamin Watson.
And then I traded you someone else. Who else? Someone terrible, right? Derrick Henry.
Oh yeah, I dropped
2
Benjamin Watson.
And you gave me what? Mark Ingram and Jules?
And Julian.
I'll take
great
that.
PPR back. Great PPR back.
That's a great trade.
Or PPR wide receiver.
That's a great trade. I know. There. I won that for sure.
Yeah,
I had to have won that.
Yeah, you won it, but OBJ.
And then the trade with Ryan, I traded away Leonard Fournette and Mohamed Sanu for D-Jax and Phil Lindsay.
He doesn't use Sanu.
I won that. Technically, just because Fournette was out for that period of time, I needed to win games, and I know I wouldn't have won it if I had Fournette sitting there. I'd have no one else besides Nick Chubb, but Philip Lindsay's been putting up 20-point games, so yeah. Philip Lindsay's the MVP of my team, probably. Honestly, I'd say that. I'd say Philip Lindsay and Stephon Diggs are probably the MVPs of my team, which is why I'm almost last, but.
Yeah, Derrick Henry, like I said last week, I'm going to say it again. If Derrick Henry gets drafted on your team, you're probably going to lose. I lost 4 in a row. 0-4, you're going to lose a lot.
One league I drafted him, I looked at it today. I was in class, and I was looking at, my history, my draft log and my transactions, and I drafted Derrick Henry in the 4th round in that league.
Yeah, same.
But my first round, I drafted David Johnson, Melvin Gordon, and then Stephon Diggs, which is funny too because now I have Alvin Kamara, Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb's great.
Tyreek Hill and Antonio Brown.
Woo! All right. Good time.
I have one more. Let's do one more.